Oh, why is this doing this? I'm starting in like 10 minutes. This is a little bit early. Hi, hon. How are you? This is a little early, but I just wanted to make sure I had it up before I start anything. I'm trying to put the laptop on, and that way pictures can be seen as well. But I'm good. I'm getting together. I'm a little tired still. I think the medicine makes me sleepy. But thanks for asking. I appreciate it. It's just trying to get myself together. I don't stop. I just keep going. And that's my problem because I just keep going and going and going. I want to I don't YouTube did some type of change, and when they did it, for some reason it's just not it's not the way it used to be. Yeah, that's what everybody say. You gotta stop and get your body together and do what you have to do for yourself, but it doesn't work like that all the time. Hi, Mary. It's your first time here. Good. I hope you learned something. Um, I want to start at 7:15, but I may do this a little early to get it over with. I'm just trying to see if I can sync photos together so that I can have half screen photo. Sorry, I'm getting messages like crazy. Uh Yeah, mommy duty is no joke. Mommy duty is no joke. This thing is telling me to do it on my cell phone, but I don't understand how that's possible. Uh, I don't know how that's possible, but we got this. We'll get it together. What it is my laptop broke. My little angel broke it. He I honestly don't even know how. He says he don't know how, but he broke my laptop, and my laptop was is the best thing I ever had, and I love my laptop. It's my purple passion. I call it my purple passion because it's the best thing I ever had. And it's like the screen is like a 17-inch, and it runs so quick. It's like the best thing ever, but he broke like the screen part, and there it works perfect. The only issue is the webcam, and it doesn't sit up by itself. It's like hanging. So I have to prop it up on something. And that's what it's doing now. It's prop it up on something. The webcam don't work at all. So before, like when I do my classes, I usually do it on my laptop, which is so much easier because you could switch the screen, and when you switch the screen you could show pictures and stuff, but it's not it's not letting me do it at all. So I'm just gonna have to make do until, because I do have a warranty, and the warranty is it's a 2-year warranty, and I just had this for 1 year. So hopefully they'll be able to fix it, because I sent it out and they can't. I sent it to one location. I just need to send it to another location to see if they can fix it. If not, then they have to give me a new laptop. Now, they said a new laptop that's equal to the one that I have. That's perfectly fine, because I found out that this is discontinued. So that means that they're going to have to give me a new laptop that is basically something equal to that. That means it'll be updated. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. The warranty was like $100, so I guess it's worth it because it's also for spilling and breakage. I think dropping and spilling, that's what it's for. So I guess it's a good deal. Okay, it's 7:06, so one more minute and then I'll start. And mm, it is awesome if I could get a new one. I hope they allow me to get a new one. If they could fix it, fine. But once things break, it's like not like how it used to be anymore. Even though, like I said, it works perfect. It's still running quickly. I have a lot of space on it because it gave me, I think, 128 gigabytes, which is a lot. I don't even think I used 30, so I still have a lot. And it's just awesome. It syncs up with my cell phone. Hold up. It syncs up with my cell phone. I forgot about that. I didn't even sync it up with this phone because I have a new phone. Yeah, maybe the next video I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to see if it syncs up. If my laptop is not fixed by then, I'm gonna see if I can sync it up. That way I can do the pictures at the same time. The photos that I have. In the meantime, I'm trying to be creative so you can see the photos. The best creative thing that I can do is probably show the photos while I'm on camera. That's the only. I don't know, like what happened to this? Like it used to be perfect. This used to be perfect. Like everything would line up, but now it's not allowing me to do a lot. But it is what it is. Okay. So this video is basically about size. Um Size matters when it comes to doing a graphghan. A lot of people don't realize that, but it does. When you do a graphghan, you want to make sure that um, the size is the right size for whoever you making it for, because it could be for a baby and you might make it the size of an adult, and if you do that, that can be really large, and some kids may like to carry around, especially at toddler age, 3 or 4, they might want to carry it around. And if you do a 200 by 200, that's fairly big, and it'll be like the size of an adult. And actually a male adult blanket. It might run into like full size queen size. That's a little bit too big. So you don't want to, you just need to be careful. So we're going to start off with materials. Everything that I use when I start off a project. So when I start a project and I do an order, as we talked about in my last video, when I do an order, I find out exactly what I'm making, who I'm making it for, and blase blase. Okay. So once I find out who I'm making it for, I that's how I find out the size. The size of the blanket varies. So I don't know if you guys are gonna write this down, but what I can do is again put it up in the group, Graphghans and the Restless. And what I could do again is have I'll do an album and or a document. Either or, I'll do an album or a document, and I'll place the photos and the pictures that way. I'll show them, but then you can always go back to it when you look at the video and you want to see the photos. So the graph size for well, I have what I a list, and I will put that in a group as well. I have a list of all the sizes from like preemie, baby, lapghan, full queen. I have them, and I'll give it to you. Even if you're not doing the graph. So say for instance, I'm sorry, there's a glare. Uh, so say for instance, you hold on one second. I'm so sorry. Okay. I apologize. So yeah, the um the main thing that I am always concerned about is the size. Is it going to be the right size for the person that I'm looking for? Like I said, I go according to what the client customer may want. Now, sometimes the customer don't know, or you may not even know. You may ask your grapher. If you're not gonna graph it, you may ask your grapher what is the I apologize for that. That's the fire alarm. He's cooking so that I could do this. So anyway, the and you see why I'm sick. The size I'm doing, majority of the blankets that I do is baby blankets. So the size that I would make for a baby blanket would vary depending on the customer. So if the customer wants it for the baby now, for instance, I would do like 100 by 100, or maybe 120 by 120. Again, don't worry about anything. I'm gonna post it in the group so that you guys can have it. And Graphghans and the Restless. If you're not in the group, I can put you in the group. Just let me know. Graphghans and the Restless on Facebook. That way you go back to the photos and you can look at it. Um yeah, so the main thing that I look at is the customer. If the customer wants uh something bigger, then maybe I would do maybe like a toddler size. So I will make it a little bit bigger, maybe like 150 by 150. So these are the things you need to consider. You also need to consider what hook you're going to use. You need to consider what stitch you're going to use, and you need to consider hook, stitch, and the size, what size you're going to do. So if you're not going to graph it, you have to let your grapher know what size you want. This is for you. It may be a grapher that might not know the size or proportion, because I saw so many graphs out there or projects out there that people have made that are not proportioned. Um, you may have like a logo, maybe a football logo, which is more of a horizontal logo, and but the blanket may be tall and slim. That's not a good idea. You don't want a lot of space in between, like the top and the bottom. You don't want a lot of space. So you want to make sure that it fits perfect, whether it's landscape, which is wider, or if you want like a portrait type, which is longer. So that's just some of the decisions that you need to make. It's based on the photo, it's based on the image, it's based on the name, it's based on what those are. If you are going to make like for instance, if you want like Winnie the Pooh. Now Winnie the Pooh can be like a perfect square, but you want to add a name. So adding a name is going to add a couple of more rows, which will be more of a rectangle. So it'll be more slim and tall. So I would do 150 by 200, which is like a lapghan or a twin size. For a baby, again, it would be smaller than that. It'd be like 120 by 120. So that is just one thing you need to make sure that you are considering when you're doing your graphghans. So I made some swatches, and the swatches are going to show you the stitches and how the stitches matter. Um, your tension matter and your hooks matter. So this right here is Tunisian crochet, and this is 15 by 15. So you have 15 rows, 15 stitches across, and if you, hey, if I would have kept going, it may have, hey, did I do color pooling? I think I was doing color pooling with Tunisian. Hey, I can't even do color pooling with the more stitch. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. Okay. So, okay, practicing the tension with Tunisian, because if you do it too tight, thank you. I I can't even do um what is it, color pooling. I can't grasp it. But I did this, and this came out like, if I finished it, I bet you would have started making it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I can't believe I did that. But yeah, if I kept on going, it probably would have turned out. I tried, but I just can't do it. I tried it. It's not working. It doesn't turn out for me. But this, I was just making a swatch, and I didn't notice it until I put it up to the camera. But yeah, so this is Tunisian crochet, and this is another option if you want to use for Graphghans. Remember, it's 20 stitches across and 20 rows. So this is something you can consider. Uh, Okay, yeah, a lot of people do not like doing Tunisian. They like the look, but they don't like doing it because it can cause your thumb to hurt, and some people are really slow at doing it. So for me, I only do Tunisian crochet when I do my scarves. Only scarves. I've never done a blanket because my blankets are a little bit too long. Like, I have the correct needles, but I don't think I could deal with a blanket. That's a little bit too many stitches. But I will do a scarf, and the scarf would come out like this. So yeah, the I'm doing a class for Tunisian on Sunday. So if anybody want Sunday, the what is Sunday? The 7th? That's the day that I'm gonna do a class for Tunisian crochet. So if anybody wants to be a part of the Tunisian crochet class, that is $25. So the next one is single crochet. So this is single crochet, and this is 15 by 15. This also 15 rows across, well, 15 rows up and 15 stitches across. So same size as the Tunisian crochet, but this is about how it looks. It looks like this, single crochet. It The stitches are little, and it's not as large as half double, but some people may want to do it this way. This is all preference too. So it doesn't mean that you have to do this. This is clear preference. If you want to use single crochet, half double, or Tunisian, it's all up to you. Thank you so much. I take pride in how I crochet, and how neat it is. So this is half double crochet. And half double crochet is, of course, it looks longer, and it's 15 stitches across and 15 rows up. So as you could tell, it's um The stitches are way bigger. Hold on one second. Okay. So this is half double crochet. This is single crochet. And this is Tunisian. So if you could tell, it is a big difference. It's a huge difference. The smallest one that it also matter in your tension. Your tension, I crochet really, really, really tight. So I'm surprised you could see holes with this one because I crochet really, really tight. But, and I'm going to get there too, the hooks matter. Your hooks matter as well. So I use the hook eye. Uh, no, this is not eye. I have this one. This is the clover, and it's 5.5 millimeters. I use this for these swatches. And the reason why I did I is because I is my favorite size that I use for the majority of my Graphghans. So majority of my Graphghans are done with I. I'm sorry, this keep moving. Okay, so I did the 15 by 15 with single crochet with the I, 15 15 Tunisian crochet with the I, with this I though, with this. This is a 5.5 millimeter hook for Tunisian crochet. Um, it doesn't come with the handle, but maybe you will want to get a handle because the handle helps me, and like Mary said, it you don't want to crochet it all the time, especially when you're doing blankets and stuff, because your thumb might start hurting. This helps. This handle helps a whole lot. um this was given to me though. I didn't do this by myself. She bought the handle and the hook and she put it on for me. Gail, my partner, Gail Marge, she did this for me and she put it on. I don't know how she did it, but she did it for me. And this handle works amazing because when I'm doing my scarves, it's not bad at all. When I do my scarves, my hands doesn't hurt like it used to when you're doing just the regular uh yeah, it's like this. When you're doing it like this, it hurts. It hurts my hand. So I recommend something with a handle at the bottom. It, like some people make their own handles and stuff. Like even if you make your own, it makes a difference. It works wonders, I'm telling you. So I did all of that with the I, which is the 5.5. The the hook. The hook size matters. Like for instance, I do not have I have two with cables. I don't have a lot with the cables. That's for the larger that's for like blankets that are larger. Instead of the scarf, because I could use this to make a scarf, you could use the Tunisian hooks with the cable to do longer, like 150 stitches. Again, I won't even dare try. I won't do it. I just won't do it. So the next thing you want to look at is, we went over the stitches and we went over the size, the hooks. So I have a good amount of hooks. The handle can be purchased at any craft store. I think Michael's or Joann's. They have the handle. The handle is by uh Boye, Boy, I believe. It's the same color. It's the same thing. It's in a little package. I don't believe it's a lot. I think it was like $7, $8. I have one for this, and I have one for crochet hooks. But to get into the crochet hooks, when you're doing a Graphghan, you want to go smooth. You want to be able to crochet smooth. So you want to be able to go in and out your stitches and change your colors smoothly without any like your tension stalling or getting hooked, or you know how you're trying to go in a certain speed and then you're trying to yarn over and it just does not yarn over, or you're trying to, sometimes I crochet while just watching TV and I'm just going straight ahead instead of looking down. I could do that and I can look at my graph at the same time. I'm a multitasker. So when I do that, uh I need to make sure that the hooks are perfect. So that's what I'm gonna run over next is the hooks. Size of course matters. So you could use like for babies, for instance. For babies, I would use the size I hook or J hook. Now, because I crochet really tight, my graphs that I'm making for babies is 120 by 120. That's 120 wide and 120 rows. Because I crochet really tight, what I do is I use the half double crochet, which is going to make it a little longer, and I would use the biggest comfortable um, needle, which is, well, hook, which is the J. So being that I'm using the large hook and a larger stitch, and the size of the baby blanket is small, it turns out to be a little bit bigger. So it gives you a little bit of a larger blanket than what it would have been if you used a smaller one or a single crochet. So that's something you could consider. Or if you're doing like a queen size, if you want to have guts and do a queen size blanket. The queen size blanket is really large. It'll be something that fits a queen size bed or maybe sometimes bigger depending on your tension. I wouldn't want to use the largest hook as possible. I would probably use an H. Since your favorite hook is an H, that's my next favorite. So it would, mine is I and then H. So I would use maybe a H for the queen size, only because it's already large and then you're going to make it even more larger and bigger, and that's something that, I mean, you can if you want, but I'm suggesting that you use a smaller hook. So using a smaller hook will just decrease your blanket a little bit, and using a larger hook will increase it. And yes, Mary, it does. That's why I said if you're brave enough to do a queen size, then so be it. Okay, to go back to the tension, what do I use? What um hooks do I use? So I have a number of hooks. I have so many. I have some with handles, which the ones with the handles help me a whole lot easier because of my hands. I have arthritis. I have rheumatoid arthritis, and my hands at times it gets, actually right before I came on live, I started feeling pain here. So being that this is a business for me, um, being that it's a business, it tends to cramp up at times, and I will have to do some type of, like, with a stress ball. I will have to do exercises just so that I don't run into any problems with my hands. So the larger the handle is for me, the better. So this one is like one of my favorites that I do use. This was custom made for me. I had bought it for myself. It was custom made for me, being that I'm an Eastern Star. So this is something that I would use, and it gives me no problems. This type of hook is basically one of the first hooks that I've ever used. So when she made I had bought it from a lady, I forgot her name. I'm so sorry. But when I found her on Instagram, when I did it, she asked you what hook do you want, and I believe it's a Susan Bates. I don't remember, but that's basically one of the hooks. This is it. This is basically one of the hooks that I used to use all the time, like one of my go-to, until I had the pleasure of receiving a gift from my bestie, which is Gail. I received a really cool gift from her, and that's the furrows. When I crocheted with the furrow, I thought that this was unbelievable. Like, it went through, and it should, because it was like $30. So I have JH and I of furrows, and I started using this. Now this glides, I guess, because of how smooth the hook is down here, and the handle is pretty good. So the handle is not bad at all, and I glide. And yes, Shelly, this is really good. I like it. It's pretty expensive, but it's worth it. It's kind of worth it. So I will use this until she bought me the clover. Once she bought me the clover, that was it. That sealed the deal. So a package, which she got me, a package of I think it was from like B to J. All of them from B to J. I think it was like 10. All of them. I have them right here. All of them. This package is about $70, $75. It's worth every single penny. And again, like I said, this is a gift. Every single penny. This was way better than the $30 furrow. This glides so well in and out, and it doesn't matter what type of yarn you're using. It does not snag. This hook right here is so smooth. I recommend to get the clover, because it I guess maybe because of my attention, because other people may like these, the ergonomics. In the beginning I liked these because it helped with my hand, but then after a while, I guess because I was using them a lot, it wasn't working anymore. um but I also can tell the differences. If you ever look at your hooks, you could tell the differences in the top part. The clover is so smooth, whereas this is smooth, but it's like a little friction for some reason. This is like I can glide up and down, whereas this is a little friction. So my $30 hook, this is not as much friction. but it is still a little friction. But this clover, for some reason, I'm like putting tension on it, and it's going like it's really good. It's really good. I I think it's very impressive. I don't know what they're using for this, but it's very impressive because the like you could put a lot of pressure on this and it's still really really smooth. If I do this for the furrow, it's not like it's like going in and out, but it's like kind of hard. It's not going. But this, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I'm like really literally putting like a lot of pressure on it and it's still going through really smooth. So that's a great especially if even if it's your hobby, you don't you want to be able to glide your hook in and out. So that's something that you need to consider. And I recommend the clover. But again, everybody is different. So the size, like I said, matter. Yes, Mary, try it. Try it. It's really impressive. Like if I'm the type of person that likes to be comfortable, like I don't like change. I like to stay where I'm at. But I really, really, really love the clover. When she bought it for me, I was being a little stubborn at first, but to use it, it really does work. It really is a good investment. Yes, yeah, look for it now. It's Clover hooks and it's like I said, the pack was $75, but I was told that they have coupons every now and then, so look for your coupon and you should be able to get that. These this is another one that was custom made. These the hooks okay, it's boy. The hooks that I was talking about, it's boy. These are one of the first hooks that I used. Boy, it's one of the first hooks that I used. So when I got them custom made and she asked which one that I want, that's what I used, boy. So it's okay, but it's not like that clover. Amazon, yes, Amazon has them, but again, you might want to find a deal. You might want to find something that's not too expensive. Unless you see that they have the whole entire pack for less than $75, then that I would run for it. If it's less than 75 on Amazon, I would run for it. So any questions regarding sizes? Like I said in the group, I'm gonna put in some photos. I'm gonna put in the list of the sizes. I'm going to even put up the pictures like this. $32. $32? Is that the real clover? I never use wooden. I was gonna try wooden. Um, but honestly, there's no need for me to even try it because I'm in love with clover. But um, $32. Mm, maybe it went down. I need to let her know. I'm gonna buy me some more because I want a second set just in case purposes because you know how we are, we bring our crochet every single wear, and when we bring our crochet sometimes we lose them. uh you're right, and that's the exact pack she bought me. Wow. Oh yeah, the wooden ones I never used, but I can't believe The Clover Armor Crochet Hook Set is $32. And as you can see, it was $73.50. So that's a good sale. You can see. You can see oh man, wow. I'm gonna buy me another set. When my son's birthday party is over, I hope it's still available because I'm going to buy me another set. It's good to have extra ones. I can't believe it. I'm steady saying $75. But Clover has some other ones that I'm looking at now that I think that is a good idea to get. Now I do have the light ones, the ones that light, but the ones that light up, I don't really like them because it's plastic. So, if you're gonna be on punishment, I'm always on punishment. I'm always buying stuff. Forget about it. Wish I have between Amazon and Wish. I'm always on um Amazon and Wish. I'm always on it. So people know what to get me when it's like my birthday or Christmas or something. Or just a gift that they want to give me. They know. Gift cards for Amazon. Yeah. And I'm always buying. Actually, I just bought yarn. I have like shelves full of yarn. But that's another story. But yeah, so this is it. Any other questions that you may have before we depart from each other? Um This is a good idea too. I purchased from Wish because again that's one of my favorite. I will purchase like little knickknacks like these, and you get like 100 for like $2, so that I always have it. I'm always losing these. I always lose them. I'm always losing. Yeah, I'm about to lose it right now. I'm always losing these too. So I got like 500 stitch markers, and I only pay I think I paid like $3 for 500. So this is something that you may want to do. You may want to go on Wish and purchase a couple of things. I got the little scissors. I got the ones that I don't have them over here, but I got the scissors that you could use for like sewing, and it's like this. The scissors like this. I forgot the name of it, but I had bought a pack of like five. I think one year I even gave a couple of them out to some for prizes in the group. I do not have a group in Raverly. I don't know how you call it. But snip snaps, whatever you call them, I had a bunch of them and I was giving them away out in my group. And then I also had the hooks that's on the keychain. I would use that as well. And that to me was stupid. You know what? I think I'm gonna do a video on like maybe a Wish haul. I'm gonna go on Wish and I'm gonna order a bunch of stuff and I'm gonna just review them. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do another video like that. That's gonna be a while because it takes forever for Wish to send their stuff. So it probably won't be until like next month. But every week I'm gonna do a video. So if you have questions about something else about Graphghans, you could put that in the group. It's a post in the group where you could put what questions you want me to answer or do a tutorial on. So this one was asked by one of our members in the group. She wanted to know what about sizes and what hook, and that's why I decided to do this one today. Next week, I'm not sure which one I'm going to do yet, but next week will be another one, and the week after that will be another one. So I figured I don't see a lot of tutorials on Graphghans online, so I figured why not answer your questions live, and that way you could ask me and I can answer and we could talk and converse back and forth. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that because graph ganning is basically one of my um something very major for me. I rather do I do graph ganning way more than I do anything else. So I know a little bit more, and I've been doing it for some time now. I've been crocheting for like maybe 7 years now. So I haven't been crocheting for too long, but I sit home and research and I do as much as I can with it. So I learned a lot. I digest so much because I do my own research and I don't just go to one person. I go to many people. I ask different questions, and I'm like a pain. Like I go on different websites, and that's how I get a lot of the information that I have because of the research that I do. So again, thank you for coming on with me, and thank you for Shelly and Mary. Uh, you two were great, and I thank you for interacting with me. You changed how I put the yarn to the back when I crochet. Makes it so much neater. Oh, cool. I think that's awesome. Mary, yes, check it out. Check Wish out because Wish, I got addicted. So be careful because I got addicted. Like the first 6 months, I was ordering something like every single month, and they even gave me like some cool bonus points, and like I got like 10% and 20% off. I got so addicted. Wish is like in China, so be careful what you get. But again, like I said, I'm gonna do a haul, and I'm gonna buy a whole bunch of stuff off of Wish, some crochet stuff, and I'm gonna crochet with it, and I'm going to do a review on them just so that you can see. And if you want to purchase, you could purchase. If you don't, I'm gonna use it for you first so that you know, because buying off a Wish sometimes is not a good idea. For instance, I bought this is a rug that I had bought, that I was told that if I buy this, use this for your background, so when you crochet, this can be your background. So I'm thinking I'm getting like a welcome mat, maybe like 5 inches or something. This is what they sent me because I saw it and it said round and it said for $3, and I just saw $3 and I ran for it, and then I thought, I'm like, well, if it's going to be $3, maybe it's not going to be that big. So it tells you exactly what the measurements are, but the measurements were in centimeters. But I'm not thinking centimeters, I'm thinking inches. Well, that's what got me because I got what is this? 29. It's 29 centimeters. I'm thinking it's 29 inches. 29 inches is way bigger. So I'm thinking I'm getting a great deal for $3. Yeah, they got me. I don't even know what to. I I have no idea. This, I guess you can make a hat. I don't know. I have no idea. It takes some of them take about a month to receive. Actually, I ordered this 3 weeks ago and I just got it 2 days ago. So yeah, it takes about a month because it's coming from China. Some of the stuff is yeah, you're laughing too. Yeah, I'm not even gonna tell you about the wig I bought, but that's another story. I thought I was getting like a $10 wig, but it actually was just a piece of hair. No lies. A piece of hair. It was literally curled up in an envelope and sent to me. But that's what I get, because when I went back to it and I looked it up and I read it, it did say. So that was my fault. I couldn't even argue. But they did give me my money back, because I said this is not what I wanted. I'm returning it. They said no, keep it. I bet. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could do a pillow with this, because it would be a pillow for a preemie baby, maybe. That's how tiny this is. So I'm still gonna use it. You might see it in some of my pictures. I don't know. But okay, thank you so much for coming on with me. And if you have any more questions, you can ask me offline. You could go on Facebook and ask me, Instagram, it doesn't matter. And then you could also put your question. If you have any other questions of what other tutorials you want me to do, put that in the group and I will definitely do a video. Thank you so much, Ellie, and thank you so much, Mary. I appreciate you guys. And just for you two interacting and making my video so much better, even with the mishaps that I had, I'm giving you two free graphs. So whatever graphs that you want, so that you can start your Graphghans, let me know and you got it. It's in the group, Graphghans and the Restless. You go in there and look in the photo album, find a graph, let me know what it is, and I'll send it to you. So that's for you two, Mary and